We know money doesn't grow on trees. You told me it does. But how can we get our kids to understand this too? Now, there's been a recent survey and it showed that most parents believe they should be the ones to teach their children about money. But the alarming fact is at least half of them don't have the financial know-how.
Yep, in the classic film Parenthood, Frank thinks he's giving his son Larry sound advice about how to get rich, when in reality he's setting him up to fail.
Stupid.
Because I've got something really huge cooking. Enormal. Monster. Dad, this is it. From now on, I'm going to be taking care of all of you.
This isn't another get-rich-quick scheme, is it, Larry?
What's wrong with getting rich quick? Quick is the best way to get rich. Look who I'm talking to. Do you ever see her family? They find a nickel, they huddle together and bury it like squirrels.
Love a good pyramid. So how do you turn your kids into savvy savers and spenders? The Millionaire maker and founder of Live Out Loud, Loral Langemeier, joins us. Good to see you again. You got some tips, heaps of tips. Everything parents need to know. Where do we start to teach our kids?
Really young. I mean, just from showing them money to having conversations about money. I think the biggest thing that I find is the negative. I can't afford it, don't ask. So that negative whole conversation about money starts way too early versus how can we afford it.
Okay, let's talk pocket money, allowances. You don't think they should just get given one, you think they should earn it. How?
Absolutely. So, I mean, we've done this in my household. So about 4 you can start this. So you brainstorm some different ideas around the house and, you know, the residents, right? Because it could be outside chores, of what they could do. You narrow it down to about 5 things, and then you negotiate, because like washing a car is worth more than like washing dishes. So you negotiate. So you teach them that each task is not the same amount of money. So then you negotiate whether they do it or not, and then we sign a little contract, and then I leave them alone. And if they want money by the end of the month, they know they've all agreed to how much and what they have to do and how much I'd pay. So once they do it, you just hold them accountable and you pay the amount that they work. So it's more entrepreneurial than just a flat amount. It's fun.
I have a 13-year-old daughter. She tutors, she babysits, she does housework, and as the money's being handed over, it is already got Westfield written on it.
Yeah.
Or Zara or eBay. How do we teach them how to, like, you can get it is one thing, but how do you keep it?
Yeah, I got a 13-year-old too, so it gets a little more wild when they get older because they want to go out and spend. Yeah, I'm on that one right now. So get them a bank account early. I call it a wealth account. And so I have 2 accounts. I have a wealth account, which is saving for either a business, college. Like I also have a car account. So now that he's 13, he has to put half of all the money he makes in the car account, and then I'll match it. So if he has $2,000 in, he'll end up with a $4,000 car. And we top that out. He's not getting anything really ridiculous.
But he's not pimping much for that. He's not pimping his ride for $4,000.
No, he's not. So so I do a wealth account, a car account as they're older, and then the rest of it they can negotiate how they want to spend it, but they have to pay for anything up and above what I say is kind of my responsibility. So like right now he's all into paintball guns, which I know you can't have them here in America, but you can, or here in Australia, but you can in America. So I said you got to pay for 50%. So anything that's up and above, they pay 50%. So it's good. You really don't want to pay them like straight away and let them just keep spending.
No, most parents get in the habit of telling kids they can't afford something. Why is that a mistake?
Because you can't afford anything you want. You can design a whole life you want. You just have to learn to make money. So we're so oriented to having just jobs. It's more of an entrepreneurial way of thinking, and that all tasks aren't created equal. And so having them start learning that from a really young age has them grow up very differently. So again, in the household, I always say you should have a family money day, whether that's once a month or once a week, where you're in a conversation more intentionally about money and how it works. And I think a lot of kids, because they don't know, they think the ATM is just a place of big box of cash, and there's no.
Well, they see us go to it and get money out. And the money comes out of the hole in the wall.
Right, but they don't understand like how that all works. So start having the whole conversation. Take them to the bank to deposit money early. Set them up on the counter. I've done that since they were 4 or 5.
It's good stuff. Great tips. And paintball guns you can't get in Australia, but you can get them in America. Just a business idea for your son. Just saying.
I know. We'll bring it over.
A little bit of import-export, border security. Good to see you.
Hey, thank you.
We'll see you again soon, right?
Thanks, Laura. If you'd like to go over Laurel's money tips in more detail and find out more about Live Out Loud, just head to the daily info section on our website. Thanks, Laura.
Just ahead for you.